Good evening. I have restarted my capturing software. This is the third episode of me restarting on my server. As you can see, this is what Red Power 2 Flax looks like, and this is IC2 Pumpkins. IC2 Crops with Pumpkins. I've been a bit busy since the last time that you saw me. Not very much, but a couple of extra hours last night. And it turned out a little more odd than I was expecting. But I'll get to that in a couple of minutes. I'll show you what I found. Let's just these. So I've been trying to consolidate the various crops and things together, but sort of ran out of room. I mined around downstairs and an outline of my place, and got all of these lovely resources here, including finding a dungeon. Now, I have not actually looted the dungeon yet. And looking at the dungeon, just glancing at it briefly, I think that it's actually a zombie dungeon. Now, if this were an earlier version of Minecraft, like when I first started playing it and they dropped feathers, that would actually be useful to me, even without Mystcraft. But since they only drop rotten zombie flesh and experience points, which I have virtually no use for either of them, yeah, the zombie spawner's gotta go. I also ran into a bunch of lava that way. Let me show you. I mined out along here, collecting all these neat resources, all the way over to here, and they do catch fire. So, yeah, I found this lovely area right here, and it's actually a security hole. I think I will patch it now that I'm on camera. So, yeah. A spider can get in. No, nothing can get in. I did not mind those because of the fear of lava coming through and burning them up. I will have a use for lava eventually, and I don't have a use for that tin right now, so it's not worth collecting. There's also this lovely area out here, which is a little difficult to see at the moment. But it goes across and occupies a good portion of the... Oh, it's on fire because it stepped into lava. Stupid. Is that a spider on fire? Yeah, the spider stupidly got too close to the lava or something while trying to attack me. So here, as you can see, I'm at 16. I cleared out most of this chunk. Here are the zombies above me. I also cleared out an intermediary level there in the middle, so that I had something nice to build on top of. That up there, I have exposed the entire floor of the dungeon. And this I already took out of this. But, yeah. It's safe at the moment. There's enough light here they won't spawn. As you can see, they fixed the SMP thing where before a pig would spin in there and you wouldn't be able to tell it was spawning. But even without that, the noise was a dead giveaway. It was a bunch of zombies. Since I have no use for you at all, I'm going to get rid of you. Goodbye. Now, the zombies can theoretically drop through the floor right there. They won't be able to attack me again. I've also prepared... to stick torches up there, since it's a nice open cavern that they can attack me from and spawn in and whatnot. It's very disadvantageous to do this from beneath. And I also know that since this is a dungeon, there is an exceptionally high likelihood that there is a chest or something up there that can block the light that I'm putting in. Plus, who am I supposed to be able to do that? loves to glitch on these, but it glitched on the vanilla items too, so I think that's just basic collision detection failure. Ah, there's one of the chests. Nice, 4 boot discs. Maybe those later. Let's stick a torch or 2 on the other side of this. Do not like that. Did you place it? I just didn't see you. I want to make absolutely sure it's out of range. Okay, start the 4th chest. That's it. Okay. Wait, is that a hole? That is a hole in the wall. Okay. Oh, really? Come on. There we go. Ah. Now, an enderman that I'm not particularly in the mood to face at the moment. Ah, he's right there. Maybe. Could you tell? I'm not actually attacking him at the moment. The collision boundary doesn't seem to be... Ah! I don't care about the torch so much as I do about the right thing in the first place. Let's take care of the zombies that are kind enough to... kind enough to step into my nice little traps here. Plenty of useless zombie flesh. The enderman I heard while I was doing this stuff. I thought I might have seen one. Attacked it earlier. But I wasn't sure if it was still around or not. Could have returned. Would have teleported into here with me. Creepy son of a... Can't tell where it is. It sounds like he's under this. It's too high though. That is, it's literally 1 too high. He would not be able to stand there. Ah, there's the creepy bastard. He seems to be interested in standing just outside of my ability to attack him. That's really annoying. I need to think of a better way of doing that. I systematically move this flooring, I can at least get a good look at the walls. Make sure that there are no obvious holes or other exits out of that dungeon. And that will give me the confidence I need. See that one? This is supported here, not over here. Oh, I hit the microphone. Yay. I'll have to edit that. So I can't actually place scaffolding there, but I can place a block on the scaffolding. Crazy, huh? Yes, I'm reasonably sure that's just the enderman. I'm also reasonably sure that I don't like that gap there. That's annoying. Very super annoying. Almost as annoying as the enderman being above me. You know what? I bucket of water, there is a good way for me to take care of him. Should be my sword. Yeah, that's good. Ah! Freak. Until my server is set to easy. Yeah, fallen down. Bastard. Mostly for the creepers. If I'm already poisoned. Let me heal. Okay. So there's a chest here. It's got good stuff in it. I have some okay stuff on me. Let's just store most of this up here in the chest. The rest is really worthless. So let's store most of that up there in the chest. And then pop up here to properly secure the room from the outside. Oh gee, look. I'm going to use my scaffolding. Use it. And it's not quite working. Oh well. There we go. So now I have secured... I only had one chest. I have secured the dungeon, and I am at liberty to mine it at my own leisure. And actually the fact that it's already dug out kind of helps me. The fact that there were a bunch of 4 booth discs and no iron in the chest, not really helping me so much. For those of you who happen to like mossy cobblestone, there is a forestry tool called the Moistener. And that tool will allow you to process various things and add moisture, such as, you can see there where I lined up by accident there. You can add moisture to it so it will moisten cobble and turn it into cobblestone. Mossy cobblestone, that is. Except that's not why I use the machine. It requires something like wheat, etc., in order to convert that into the mossy cobblestone. And converting it is greatly beneficial because you produce... Just closing this up here. You produce what you're actually looking for, which is the, forget what it's called actually. Mulch. You produce the mulch that is very useful in all sorts of other things, such as producing peat for your peat bogs. Peat earth, that is. Bog earth for your peat bog. Peat bog earth. Whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, I'm still a bit low on iron, and the dungeon here threw me off of my designs. I wasn't quite sure if I'd be able to deal with it or not. I didn't want to affect anything without having first reclaimed this space. So there's some iron up there. I could go after it, but that seems like a gigantic pain for a couple of them. And the lack of space this way is also bugging me. Scaffolding's kind of strange. Watch how easy it is to clean this up. floating block right there. So yeah, there's another one up there, which I actually want to get to because my chest is there. Ooh, big saddle too. Go, etc. 8 wooden ties. Forester items are in the chest too. Sweet. That's good enough for this room. So I have taken out the dungeon. Hooray. And I hear a lovely zombie sound over there from being burnt up in the lava that's outside. Wonderful stuff. Somewhere that way, about another 4 or 5 blocks maybe, is the rest of my chunk. Best way of reclaiming that without going after the monsters would probably be to use a piston to push out the wall above the layer here and just build it right out to the edge that way. But since this is on the edge like that, I don't really want to do that. Oh, right, the other thing. There's no danger here, but set this chest down nice and far away from that stuff. Put all of my goodies back into it. Bucket. Actually, that is useful with this bucket. One lava bucket, please. That makes that a tiny bit more manageable. Here we go. String, mossy. Pickaxe. Might need it, don't think I do. So, the reason that this room is the way that it is... not what I wanted. No, that's not what I wanted at all, because I'm really low on health. Like, I could die moving around this thing low on health. I, unfortunately need to go eat some more of that zombie flesh since it's directly in the area. Let's use this to get down there the easy way. One or 2 of these though. 2. So when I'm not running around, killing myself, jumping off of stupid things and zombies, I can do that. And I can go up this thing, maneuver around like this, do something terribly smart, like build a platform. That's not going to work. Well, I don't need this floor anymore anyway. That worked. Okay. So now the easy way of doing this. Those are outside of my chunk, so I'm not going to touch them. There. Potential future material for someone else to play with. yes, I just remembered why I was digging this out. Originally, I was going to use this to plant stuff in, but I'm not sure if I'm going to end up doing that now or not. After all, as you're building things, plans can change. I have one more floor to take out too, but this is a lot of vertical space, and I might be able to better use it in a different way. However, that would require me to have first started... let's see. That would require me to have first started my industrial craft tech tree, so that I don't completely waste much ore setting it up. So maybe I do want to do that. Oh, and before you accuse me of putting down way too many torches here, I was mining this out and was reasonably sure that I heard something nearby, and since I didn't know when I was going to run across a dungeon, I wanted to make sure that every face was always lit up brightly enough to prevent unhappy mistakes from occurring, such as mobs starting to spawn next to me willy-nilly just because there's a spawner there and you no longer care about my presence preventing them from spawning. There's also a secondary reason if you happen to notice the pattern. It lets me easily count out how large a section is by the presence of a torch or not. Now, wasn't there a hole here in front? Yeah. Ow. This area right here has a very useful property of being massively higher than a single chunk, and all being within a single chunk bound. Yeah, I think I'm going to set up my workshop in here since that doesn't need to be a specific size. So if that's the case, then what I probably want to do is deposit most of these items in the chest here. All of the valuable ones anyway. And not valuable ones, I'm still going to hold on to them. Leave a full stack here. This is not valuable anymore. Goodbye. That that's exactly why I left those holes there. So that I would not accidentally fall in myself. I'm gonna start transferring my stuff into that room. Oh, wait. I should do something smart. This lovely bucket right here, while great at holding lava for future uses, can just as easily deposit said lava back right there. And you're gonna be good with it, right? Yeah. So why is it worth it to have a bucket brought all the way back, and then brought all the way back? That, of course, is because if I have 2 buckets, that's all I need. Oh, I also put a scaffolding there, and there's lava like 2 blocks beneath that, and it caught fire also. Oh, my peat bog also does not need its water anymore. There's some peat. Yay, I can use it in the future in a peat-fired engine. Don't want that chest of stuff just yet. Oh, come on, I know I have that bucket somewhere. Let's just start with this chest. There we go. Nice, it's already filled with water. Actually need those just yet. I am going to have to make a second trip. Let's combine these as well as I can. Jungle wood can stay here, I'm not going to use it immediately. Actually, I could leave a couple of other things there, but I'm going to transfer them at some point anyway. So we'll just do it now. Now, you're probably wondering why I haven't been making any double chests. That's because I do have the iron chests mod on this server. I just am not at a stage where I'm willing to spend iron to make a chest yet. So instead, I'm using single chests in a style similar to how I would with iron chests. Okay. Wouldn't it be ironic? there's lava right on the other side of that wall. I do that. Water, water, water. I filled them up. Before I go running off, let's clean out a little more area. Got plenty of torches, plenty of space for cobble. No real problem, right? Is fault tolerant. Now you may be asking yourself, why am I just using up the rest of this iron pickaxe? I had been saving it vehemently before. I do have a project table down here somewhere. I think I put it in that chest. So I could make a cobblestone one. Actually, I should make a cobblestone. I do have some more. Good. Okay, project table. At least one more of those, and a shovel would be helpful as well. Let's get cracking on this. Let's get cracking on this more properly. Yeah, that's good. Now, as you can see, I'm digging out a very specific area here, deviate only for a couple ores that I find. And what I need for sure, I think it's a 9 high by 5 by whatever, and effectively that means, since that right there is the bottom of the block that's at 16, so that's 15. This is an easier way of counting. So right now I'm 6 beneath it. I need to be 3 lower down, at least. Preferably another 1 or 2. Which would put me pretty much directly at bedrock. But that's okay, because I don't need anything beneath these. I'm just going to be growing some stuff. Ah! There's a piece of gold. Good thing I saved that iron one. Could have gone through it by now. Okay. 5. Yeah. Well, let's go another 5 in this direction. care about a whole stack. Would not care about one single one. More than enough of that soon. Easy enough to grab. May as well just grab it. Shovel. Okay. Let's make sure I'm not going to run into any trouble down here. Highly doubt it, but it's possible. And actually, we're going to have to arrange a different way of getting up there. Worry about that later, though. Yeah, that was silly. Grab some of these that I don't need. You can see that it's getting very dark around me as I approach, inevitably, the bedrock layer. Okay, so that is as deep as I can get. And actually, what I want to do depends on what I see along this row here. Let's see there. Yeah, that'll work. This is going to be the first time I have grown a rubber tree farm at y equals 5. That is, of course, the reason that I need to dig out quite so much, as I can give it beneath my workshop floor. I want it all contained within one chunk, and unfortunately the very foundation of the world is crazy. let's isolate exactly where I'm going to be planting these things. And then, of course, there's going to be one right there. Future part. Wonder how well these will grow. I haven't done it down here before. As far as I'm aware, there's no limitation, but we'll see. Oh crap! Yeah, that's a small problem. So that lava tendril is right here. Is it? Said I don't care about singular. Yeah. That's going to be a small issue. It's occupying that entire corner right there. Okay. That one's no good. What about this one? Let's go up to here. Okay. Work with that. So now for my super valuable trees bin. Let's grab these two. Down with it. Ah, yes. I don't want them growing at the same time, so that's actually a bad idea. But good idea is building a couple more chests, because I will need them eventually. Let's just build one more. It's going to be one of those days. Now what I probably should do is get all of my ores out of this one. Just plop them in here. Here's my ores. More ores. Let's leave the materials I might venture back out into the world with inside of this chest here. Including dirt. Gold dirt. The miscellaneous decorative and that I tried to ignore. This chest has the ores and stuff. quite sure what to do with that. Yeah, sure. There. And then I'll go swap when I get back with the next chest or two. Right now, also. Oh, I'm going to regret having done that. Well, I can make another one out of stone. It's not like I don't have enough. Plus, that would also take up a slot carrying stuff down. Okay. Cobblestone, pickaxe. Goes there. Go there. I think I took a tree tap down with me. I should grab some sand. I can come back for that stuff. So right now I'm returning any of the stuff that I don't particularly need. I would definitely like that with me. I'm returning all the stuff that I don't particularly require with me up here to these chests. And actually, let's see. I can consolidate that a little further. Consolidate that further. Do not need gravel. Do without the pumpkins easily enough. Okay, that's good. It's getting a little bit close to a wrap-up point. Not sure if I'll split the video or later. I think that depends upon the rubber tree down here. Worst case scenario is that it caught fire. So I actually have 0 spare inventory right now. Let me take care of that. Decorative goes there. Optional goes here. Okay, Okay, I've got enough hole space to take care of this. And you may recall when I was out adventuring about getting the sapling, that I said I wanted more than 2. This tree happened to drop 1 so far. Yeah, it gave me exactly 1 sapling. There's a decent chance that it won't give me any. That chance is why I wanted more than that. And there is 1. 1 singular sapling. Great. Spectacular. Just 1 sapling. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, let's clear out that stuff. Put up cobble, marble, sand too. This items chest. Yeah, it does. That's technically ore. All of my ores, dusts and stuff. There. Take the tools out. Those up. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that. Shove dirt. There, don't need the project table right now. Don't want to mess with stuff down there at the moment. Okay, let me grab my spreadsheet here. Hopefully that doesn't lag up the system too much. And initially I need to smelt 15 iron, but I'm assuming that you make a pickaxe and a bucket out of those. So subtracting 6 from that gives me 9. I need 9 iron ore to start. Just to start. That's because I'm going to need to make a machine block and an electronic circuit in order to produce a macerator. That means is I will need that. One iron furnace, which I will place there just because it's nice. And I'm going to need one coal or some other burnable thing. I didn't bring down any charcoal, did I? No, I didn't. Very annoying. Don't think I have any up there either. Let's restart that with wood. Since I'm running so low on that stuff and such, furnace number 2. That side. episodes. Meanwhile, I will smelt that. Arrange getting back up there in the first place. Very nearing my 1 hour target time cutoff point. This is already a bit much in the episode. I took care of a dungeon. I moved most of my stuff down here. I dug down and started growing my rubber trees, and discovered that there's a nice pool of lava sitting beneath me. That would be very nice in the lava generator later. But as I will have enough trouble encoding this with various frame rate and audio delay issues that I'm working out progressively better each time I record this, I will see you next time, and I'm sorry that it's so slow. I'm showing all the stuff I normally skip over that takes this long to set up. Not bad for 3 hours of work. Well, 3 hours plus like another hour or two digging this out off camera. Have a great time. See you next time. Enjoy.